What is fake news? Fake news consists of falsehood that is circulated and promoted as a real.
Information comes from sources, and there are many different sources of information, including TV, radio, newspapers, books, magazines, the internet, social media, teachers, friends, colleagues.
These can be one of the leading sources of danger to personal security, wherein it seems like for other people it was a fun, but actually it is not. Fake news alter people's perceptions, attitudes, or beliefs in order to influence behavior. If you base your opinions and decisions on bogus news that someone else does. In some cases, there are legal consequences for publishing and sharing fake news. According to Wardle and Dorakshan, there are 3 types of fake news: misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation. According to them, misinformation is spreading false information without the intent to harm. People spreading misinformation believe it to be true before sharing it with others. One of these examples when you are talking to your friend and she must hear what you says and you share it to your friend too. In disinformation, they interpret as people may spread information to cause harm or manipulate. For instance, people lies for money, influence to cause disorder. And for them, malinformation is information may be true but is spread with malicious intent or taken out of context in the case of divulging private information or manipulating facts to fit a false narrative.
Fake news warning. Impact. Misinformation and disinformation. Misinformation. You think it's true, but it's not. While disinformation, you know it's not true, but you say it anyway. What is the impact of misinformation and disinformation? Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is one of the most useful social media platforms that is source of misinformation and disinformation. According to statistics, Facebook has 2.85 billion users, and Twitter has 396.5 million users, and 2 billion for Instagram. This can be dangerous for users, especially young people, who can be persuaded to take on false information. It can also affect their beliefs or views over things that could harm them.
Where do we find fake news? And how do we recognize fake news? First, nowadays, we usually find fake news through social media and internet, which being changed from its original compositions. Mostly fake news catch mass attentions to the netizens, where they really believe that what they read, so, and hear is all true. Second, how do we recognize fake news? We can only recognize fake news if we faced where the news come from and who made it as short sources. We have to research for that kinds of source. It's a really legit and how expert it is in this kind of matter. Mostly fake news provide strong emotional reactions such as fears or angry.
Here are some strategies to stop fake news. Read and think the entire piece before you decide whether or not to share. Verify or check the information. Take an extra few seconds to look over the source. Install BS Detector, a browser extension that identifies stories from sites that produce clickbait, fake news, and other suspect stories. Be irresponsible. Don't fool people by sharing something that could be mistaken as a real story. What are some possible consequences of fake news? First, distrust on social media, lead to lack of belief or trust in scientific findings, provide you with false, misleading, or deceptive information used to make a decision or take action.
Do we need to rely more on the information around us? Why or why not? No. We shouldn't rely on the information around us because there is still possibility that is not true.